I guess we'd go down to the river and see a lot of hunters. But I imagine the first bunch down there, I won't know them. They usually camp down there. I don't know where they're from. But the rest of them, if I ought to know them, most of them.
I wanted to ask you if you thought things were getting better around here for people. Do you think you had it better than your father, and did?
Oh, yeah, sure. I know I did, yeah. Think I can make more money now in a year than I could in 10 if I was married or more. But it takes it, doggone. In a way, it's not really that much better. But it is, too, because everything's so much higher, you know. But I probably get to hold a lot more money, yeah.
Your boys live better than you did?
Well, sure, yeah. Yep. I've seen it pretty rough a few times in my life. Never, after I got married, it a little better. I would have got better all the time, a little. So we lived down on the river there for a long time. Raised about all we eat, and Danfer didn't want to work for a month. I could work, and we still had plenty to eat. And no payments of no kind, you know. No electric to pay or telephone bill. And that takes a whole lot. If a man didn't make it, he just couldn't spend it, that's all. So our dang phone bill run around $40 a month. And electric, we ain't got nothing. Gas, we ain't got no gas cook stove. Nothing. We burn wood and heating stove and got electric cook stove. But I think electric's cheaper than gas.
Yeah, anymore it is.
Mm-hmm. If a man makes the money, but he takes it, though. Don't decide how much money it takes. But a man ain't going to spend it, and ain't going to do it no bit. No how, is it? I'm a lot like Ralph Lucas that way. He said if a man had $1 in one hand and a rock in the other, if he didn't ever intend to spend that dollar, it wasn't worth nothing to him. And that's about right. So I would like to have a little to put me away, you never die, and that does. Use the rest of it. Wouldn't you? Well, if men don't get a little enjoyment, what's life worth? It ain't, is it?
That's right. What do you do for enjoyment?
Fish and hunt like that. Yeah, fish and hunt. That's a pretty clean sport, I'll tell you, man. If he's a hunting or a fishing, you ain't gonna get in the mud you oughtn't to, is he? I don't like my boys talk back to me. I don't mind kidding. We kid a lot. And like that, but I don't like for the boys to get smart. I raised them. Lost too much sweat. Wouldn't you?
You said, though, you were a lot less strict with the boys than or at least you didn't spank them as hard as your boys do their kids.
I didn't. But I give them one when they needed it. But not as hard as they do. I did hit side how hard them boys whoop.
What kind of things would you whip for?
I couldn't tell you. Just anything you done that I didn't think was right. But I told them again. Getting cigarettes that I didn't know nothing about. I never did whoop one of the boys for nothing I done myself. I don't believe in that. Anything at the time a man does something before a kid, he ought to whoop a kid for something he does. But they done a lot of little things that needed whoopings for. And they'd get into it for it too, and they got by with a lot of them they didn't. Needed for it, get. They didn't get, I guess. Most boys do. I know I did.
Sure seems, though, that they seems like it didn't hurt their affection for you. Seems to be a lot of...
No, it don't. I'll tell you, I don't believe a man can be too strict on a kid for it to not like you. I don't. I believe I think more of you can do if you don't. I sure do. Oh, my father-in-law, now I'll tell you, he was rough. That's where them boys get it. And he didn't have no kid that wouldn't have done anything in the world for him. He never whooped them unless they needed it. And he gave them a good one when he whooped them. He's a lot like the boys. I'll tell you, he didn't make big stripes. They know they'd had to whoop them when he got through with them. And they dread that. I'll tell you, if they get a good one, they get the kind of dread it, you know it? So that's what's wrong with the world today. There's dang much stuff going on. A lot of people don't make their kids mind. And you take a man, it makes his kids mind and whoops them. You don't hear them shooting their parents and like that, like a lot of this you hear of. I just they're afraid to try it, I think. That's right. It's reasonable, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't like to see a kid talk back to the parents now. We just joke and go on. It's out how me and the boys goes on about shooting, you know, and talking about each other. Just kidding, you know. A lot of people think I mean it. But whenever a dang boy's mad and gets up in his dad's face, I think you'll knock him out of something. Don't you?
You able to do that anymore?
I can get something in a can. Wouldn't you? No, I ain't got no boy, but what lots out of now. Now it's under. But they don't argue back too doggone much. All joking like that, like I say, a lot of times people think we're just into it, you know, but we're not. But
why do you suppose all your boys decided to live pretty close around here?
I don't know. If they ever leave, they don't stay gone no time. They like all sorts, I guess. I never did like to be away from home. Never did. Now, Harold, he's got to stay.
Why do you suppose this place is home to them?
I don't know. So don't you like to go back to your home where you was raised? It's just nature. I don't know. It's just nature, people. Brings back memories of whenever you was a kid. Times you've had, good times like that. But when we lived on the river, I'll guarantee that I dream about living down there 2 or 3 times a year. I sure do. I had the best time I lived, the best I ever did in life. Shucks, didn't have to work, make a crop in the summer. And if I wanted to take off all winter and hunt, I could do it. Didn't take no money. Like I say, didn't have no electric, no telephone bill, or no dang payments. And I never owned a dang car till, I guess it's up around 50. And I didn't have no payments, nothing to worry about. Raised most of my living and got out and worked a little once in a while. But back before that, boy, I had to hit an I got stables and like that. A little I'd work once in a while. Never lived down there. But not very much.
You remember that place pretty fondly then, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Your boys ever talk to you about why they like to stay around here? Or?
No, they never do. Well, they just don't hardly leave. None of them. They can get offered a good job. They don't hardly go. Off. I don't guess Edward has ever done anything at all but timber work. I think Harold is the only one that ever worked in the factory. And he worked a little in Indiana in a shoe factory, puts up in stables out there some way.
Why do you like working outside?
I just never did try nothing else. Never did do nothing else.
What do you like about working outside?
Well, I couldn't. That just the only work I ever done. All I ever know. If I'd get to work in a factory, I might like it all right. Now, Joe, my brother-in-law, was there this morning. He used to make ties and work in the timber, but he went to St. Louis and got a job up there for General Motor, I think, is where he was working at. And he stayed with it. He's been there about 25 years, I think, 25. No, he's been there longer than that. He's working over longer than that, 25 years, I imagine. He could retire, but he says he don't think he will.
You gonna retire?
No, I doubt it, not unless I have to.
How long can you keep working in the timber?
As long as you feel like it. There's a guy that's 60, up in the 60s, that's cutting logs yet. I'll be 60 in February 19th.
You got anything to fall back on when you quit?
Not much, huh?
Well, you boys will probably help out.
Yeah, they say they would, but oh, I paid Social Security for years. I got the first Social Security card I ever heard of. When they first come out, I was about, 17, 18.